and today's video is about the stereotypes of dating a Korean boy versus the reality for me dating a boy who happens to be Korean. I thought it'd be interesting to talk about and just share my experience so far versus what I've researched of some stereotypes of dating a Korean guy. So let's get started. Okay, number one is keeping in touch. So this, from what I've researched, this means that stereotypically Korean guys are more likely to message throughout the day constantly, you know, compared to in the States where guys don't message that much. So that's what I've gotten from research, but in my case, I would say it's not constantly, but it is throughout the day. We message, say in the morning and then at night, and obviously throughout the day whenever there is something that happens, or around lunchtime, especially during the weekday when we're both busy. So that's how we talk message-wise versus the stereotype. So that's just, I would say it's like about halfway between the normal American boyfriend messaging and the stereotypical Korean boyfriend messaging. I believe it's like in the middle there. So that's my experience. Okay, number two is dressing up or dressing well. This I had kind of heard about before. A lot of people see how Korean guys dress in music videos and movies, TV shows, and they expect that to be how all Korean guys dress, which would be like they just came out of the magazine, like they have their hair done, their faces have maybe a little bit of makeup, their fashion is like blazer with some khaki pants and some dress shoes and that kind of stuff. For me, and well, I guess not for me, but my boyfriend Jiho, he majority of the time he dresses more comfortable with some jeans and, you know, just a shirt in different kinds of button-up shirt or just t-shirt or sweater. But sometimes he does wear a blazer over his outfit and wears his fancy shoes randomly. So, but the majority of the time is more casual. But just from my experience as American, I think again he's more in the middle between American guys' normal dressing and Korean guys' stereotypical dressing. Most American guys, they don't care that much about what they wear. They just put on whatever they want. Maybe some sweatpants and sweatshirt, especially in the winter time. At least in my home of Minnesota, that's a stereotypical, like every guy and girl also wears sweatpants. So yeah, again, I would have to say Jiho's in the middle between America dressing and Korean stereotypical dressing. Most of the time he's more casual, but he does sometimes go to the point of almost the stereotypical Korean guy dressing. But yeah, so that's it for number two. Let's move on to number three. Okay, number three is paying. So stereotypically Korean guys will pay for everything in regards to their girlfriend, their dating, the transportation, gifts, etc. And I will definitely say that Jiho does have that mentality. But I personally would rather share the paying. Like he pays something like dinner, I will pay for the next dinner or the next thing we do, or vice versa. I will pay for dinner, you will pay for the next thing. But I will have to say that most of the time Jiho does end up paying for everything. Like transportation wise, like the small things, he ends up paying for those too, because he's just so fast with his card or his phone. So I have no time to pay. But yeah, so I definitely say he would have this stereotypical Korean guy mentality for paying in dating. So that's all I have to say for that one. Let's go on to number 4. Okay, number 4 is being the oppa. Again, this is all I found on a website I will link down below, but this is my research for stereotypes, so I wasn't sure. So number 4, being the oppa, would be being the responsible partner, protective, and even to the point of referring to themselves as oppa instead of like, oh, I will just go buy that for you. It'd be like, oh, oppa will buy that for you. To me, the referring them to themselves as oppa is super cheesy and just like cringy. Luckily for me, Jiho does not do that. He definitely has some of those characteristics though. He is protective. He likes to take care of me. He says little things about like dress warm, it's cold outside, don't stay out too late, don't stay awake too late, those kind of things. Just like in the sense of not like he's telling me what to do, but he's like saying I shouldn't do that so I can take better care of myself, that kind of thing, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like obviously I don't have to do what he says, but he's coming from like a good place, trying to say wear something warm because I don't want you to get sick, that kind of thing. So he does that, and he also does a lot of things more like subtly, if for example, in my kitchen, I have such a small kitchen, and I kept saying that there was no space for all of my stuff for cooking and everything, and he secretly bought like a little shelf for the kitchen to put stuff there, so like that kind of like, he doesn't want to make a big deal out of it, but he does do small things to help me or take care of me, like I said. So he does take the oppa role, I guess. He is older than me by a year, but also just dating, he does, I guess, somewhat follow the stereotype of the being the oppa. So that's all for number 4. Let's go on to number 5. Okay, number 5 are the couple celebrations. If you've seen the previous video of our 100th day couple celebration, you might know a little bit about this. But here in Korea, they like to celebrate in stages of their relationship. So the first stage would be 1 month, second stage is 100 days, then it's 200 days, 300 days, 1 year, 2 year, etc. As well as the holidays, Valentine's Day, White Day, Christmas. Those holidays here in Korea are more couple holidays, especially, which is surprising for Christmas. In the States, Christmas is more of a family holiday, but here it's definitely a couple holiday. So once it gets closer to that time, I can make a video more about that. But let's go back to this. So the stereotypes for Korean guys, like I said, was couple celebrations and surprising each other on each celebration, giving a surprise gift. On the website that I found, the stereotypical gifts would be some flowers, teddy bears, and chocolate, something like that. But for us, like I said, I showed our 100th day celebration. I made a video about what we did, which was getting our couple rings. But when and our 200 days is coming up as well, we will do a small little celebration for that, like a fancy dinner, doing something outside, something small, but like a dating special something, you know? And it's not really surprises for us. It's more of we talk about it, and we plan some general idea of what we want to do. So on one hand, we do celebrate these little milestones in relationships, but on the other hand, it's not necessarily like surprises. It's more just like, oh, our 200th day is coming up, what would you want to do to celebrate, something like that. So that's what my relationship is. Jiho and I have decided that's how we are gonna go about celebrating our milestones here in Korea. So that's pretty much all I can really say about number 5. So I guess we'll have to go on to the last, number 6. So number 6 is no privacy. So stereotypically, at least based on this website I found, stereotypically, Korean boyfriends will check your phone, want to know your complete schedule for every single day, and even possibly make you get permission to do things with friends or to hang out with guy friends. You have to get permission for small things, big things, everything. So luckily for me, or more accurately, lucky for Jiho that he's not acting this way. He does not do this. We have tons of privacy. Actually, I feel I'm the one who wants to do small little updates throughout the day of like, oh, this happened, or oh, I'm gonna go meet up with my friend this weekend. These kind of things. I just tell him about it so he knows like what's going on in my life, so he can, I feel like he's participating in my daily life. I just want him to know, you know, we're in a relationship together. He's my partner. I don't feel like he's like tracking my every movement or anything. Yeah, so for the privacy thing, yeah, he is open for me to do whatever I want to do because we both trust each other. And I feel more comfortable letting him know about small things, and just obviously if I was to meet up with some guys, that I would definitely mention that to Jiho, just to let him know, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with some guy friends, and just update him on that. But it's not like I'm getting permission. If he did for some reason say he didn't feel comfortable with me meeting the guys by myself or whatever, then we would definitely talk through that. And depending on how close I am with the friends, we could figure something out. Having another girl join us or something like that. I don't know. I have not been in that situation yet. But I definitely don't see any issues in regards to permissions and stuff like that. We are very open about everything, so our communication is perfect for this kind of thing. But yeah, so that was the 6 stereotypical things to expect when dating a Korean boy, and my actual experience dating my current boyfriend, Jiho. So I hoped you liked this video. I apologize if my voice is kind of messed up. I am a little sick. I have some nose issues right now, but I wanted to make this video for you guys. I know it's a little late, but like I said, I've been a little sick, so that's been keeping me a little busy, just trying to rest and get it over with. But like I said, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please put a thumbs up. If you didn't, then put a thumbs down so I know what kind of videos to make for you guys that you might be interested in. If you have any ideas on future videos, please put them down below. I know I have one video suggestion that one of my viewers mentioned a while ago, but we have not been able to do it yet. And it's the couple holding pose challenge thing. So that hopefully we can do soon, but it all depends on Jiho's health. He's been having some issues with his legs, and then just our timing right now is quite busy. So yeah, other than that, we are open to a lot of other ideas as well. So like I said, if you have any comments or ideas, go ahead, put those down below, and have a great day. Stay safe and stay happy and healthy. Bye bye.